Welcome to KR Films Entertainment Channel. In the opening scene of the movie, a mariner is traveling on the sea with his wife and two kids, Omar and Leanne. He begins to narrate a story to the kids about a street thief, a princess, and a magical lamp. The kids ask that he sings since he tells stories better that way, and so he proceeds and takes us to the kingdom of Agrabah. We meet Aladdin in Agrabah's marketplace. He lives alone with his pet monkey Abu and survives by being sneaky and taking what he can get. Coupons a small item in order to obtain a bag of dates, but he gives it to a family in need of food more than he does elsewhere in the market. Princess Jasmine, disguised as a commoner, takes some food from a stand and gives it to small children. The shop owner attempts to punish Jasmine for it until Aladdin intervenes and uses Jasmine's bracelet as payment for the food. However, he swats the bracelet back instantly and switches it out before the owner finds out. When the shop owner gets to know that, he sends the palace guards after them. Aladdin and Jasmine dash through the market, avoiding the guards and making their way to his hideout, where he has a great view of the city. Then the girl introduces herself as Dahlia. Aladdin tells her that he lives with his monkey Abu because his parents died when he was a child. He is by himself. Observing her silky clothes and bracelet, Aladdin believes that this young lady is the princess's personal maid a lot and expresses a desire to leave his current position, while Jasmine also wishes for freedom. She tells Aladdin that she has to leave right now. As she walks away, she tells Aladdin to give me my bracelet. He says okay and start looking for her bracelet. The girl knows he has the bracelet, but Aladdin is a thief and he pretends to be looking for it. She leaves after calling Aladdin a thief. The film then shows the Sultan's vizier Jafar designed the kingdom's throne. For this, he wants a magical lamp. This magical lamp is in a magical cave that only a human with a pure heart can enter. A person who helps the poor, a human being who was humble and kind, but he lacks such qualities. He is greedy, which is why he is looking for a human. A human with all of these characteristics. Upon her return to the palace, Jasmine and her father, the Sultan, meet Prince and is of Scan land, a potential suitor for Jasmine. She scares him off with her pet tiger Roger. Meanwhile, Jafar, who was the Sultan's vizier, wants to convince him to use their armies to invade the kingdom of Share, that which is why Adjustment's mother is from, but Sultan comes in anger and he doesn't obey him. Jafar has a magical stick and he can hypnotize anyone from this. Like this, the hypnotizes the Sultan so that he can obey him. But it doesn't work. After Jasmine comes in and the Sultan tells Jafar to stay in his place, she tells her father that she aspires to be the Sultan of the kingdom. She does not want someone chosen to marry her because she is more interested in ruling the kingdom and changing Agrabah so that she can help people. However, a lady cannot be Sultan. That's why he refuses. Being sad, the princess goes to her room. Not long after, Jago, who was a parrot of Jafar, draws attention to Aladdin coming into the palace to return the bracelet of the princess. Now Jafar sees how secretly Aladdin goes to the room of the princess. He comes to know this is the boy who will work for him. Aladdin sneaks past the guards to return Jasmine's bracelet, still believing she is a handmaid, while her best friend and fellow handmaiden Dahlia is the true princess. Jasmine has to send a lot in her away, but he promises to return the next night, so he took a happen so that he can meet the princess again. However, while he was returning, Jafar and royal guards caught him. Then they take him to a desert. Jafar believes he is the Jim whom he was looking for. He informs Aladdin that the girl you were considering as a maid is a princess, and if you want to own the princess, you must become wealthy. He asks him to go to the magical oak for him to bring the magical lamp. In return for this, I will give you a lot of money. Now, to impress the princess, Aladdin gets ready to go there. In the evening, Jafar brings Aladdin and RB to the cave of wonders to retrieve a magical lamp. Jafar warns Aladdin not to touch anything but the lamp. He tries to enter the cave safely. He goes inside. As he enters, he notices that there are many diamonds and jewels everywhere. But he doesn't touch anything because Jafar warns him not to touch anything except the lamp. The rule is if you touch anything, the spirits of the cave will become enraged and try to kill you. As he advances, he notices a magical carpet stuck beneath a massive stone. He assists that carpet. It becomes joyful. Sure enough, the lamp is at the top of a rocky hill. Aladdin climbs to reach it. Meanwhile, Aladdin picks up that magical, but Abu has touched a pole there. That's why the magical spirits of the cave come in anger. The cave then attempts to trap Aladdin and Abu there. As it starts to crumble and turn to lava around him, magical carpet then helps Aladdin and Ibe reach the exit. Jafar was waiting for them. As he sees them, instead of saying thank you to them or taking them out, he tells him to give me that magical lamp first. Because Aladdin was in trouble, he immediately gave him the magical lamp. When he asks for Jafar's help, he attempts to kill Aladdin, causing them to fall as he holds the lamp. But Abu attacks Jafar before he and Aladdin become trapped in the cave. Jafar believes he has won when he searches for the magical lamp. He couldn't find it, at which point he screams in rage. Aladdin and RB was stuck in the cave, but RB tells Aladdin that while attacking Jafar snatched the lamp from him. Aladdin then tries to find a way out. He wonders what the big deal over the lamp was until he rubs it and summons a great blue powerful genie. It had been imprisoned in that lamp for many years, and it tells Aladdin that if you say your wish after saying I wish, your wish will be fulfilled. On it, Lot requests that you take him out of the cave. Genie immediately removed them with the help of his magic. When they come out, Aladdin asks Genie, "What's your wish?" He claims that my greatest desire is to become human. Aladdin says, "Don't worry. I have 3 wishes, and in the last I will wish that you will become human." Genie says, "Excuse me, you have only 2 wishes." Aladdin says that I haven't rubbed the lamp in the first wish, it will not be counted. Genie says, "Okay, then tell me your first wish." Aladdin says that my first wish is to make me a prince, so that I can go to the princess with a marriage proposal. Genie does the same. He makes him a prince and turns out into an elephant to carry him, and then assemble a whole entourage for the new prince, Prince Ali of Agrabah. Aladdin, Genie and the magically conjured about once arrive in Agrabah. The Sultan allows them to enter the palace, and Aladdin is taken to meet Jasmine. He does not recognize him as the prince, since Aladdin was not a real prince, so he didn't know what to talk about. But no one doubted it because the genie used his magic. When he tries to make an offer of adjustment's hand, she takes offense. Aladdin is making it seem like she is a prize to be won, and he just embarrasses himself. Later at a party, Aladdin attempts to woo Jasmine once more with Genie's assistance, this time by using his powers to make Aladdin dance well a lot and try to impress the princess by dancing, but she was not impressed at all and she left without saying anything. But Aladdin didn't give up on her. Genie tells Aladdin to just be himself, but he thinks he needs to do something bigger. Genie told him to go to her room and talk to her about something. He uses Genie as a distraction since he and Dahlia have eyes for one another, and 11 uses a flying carpet to get him to Jasmine's room. Then the princess had a little doubt about Aladdin, but the genie helped him out. Aladdin shows Jasmine the magic carpet and says the word, "Do you trust me?" which he told her when they first met, that she agreed to join him, and then Aladdin took her for a ride. Jasmine thought that maybe she had already met him somewhere, but Aladdin lied to her again. He said that yes, you met me once, but I was living as a poor person because I wanted to know about the struggle the poor have to go through. They have a really good time together. The next morning, an eager Aladdin tries to visit Jasmine, but he is caught by Jafar and the gods again. Jeff knows you, Prince Ali really isn't, wants to prove that he has the lamp by pushing him off a ledge and into the ocean to see if Genie will help him survive. When they threw him out, Abu and Carpet see this and rushed to bring a lot in the lamp. I'll threw the lamp into the ocean, but Aladdin went unconscious, but luckily his hand touched the lamp and Genie came out of it. But after Genie came out of the lamp, he used his second wish to save his life. After reviving him, and Jasmine went to the Sultan. He told the Sultan that Jafar is a traitor. Then Jafar came there and tried to hypnotize Sultan with his magical stuff. When 11 notices Jafar using his staff to control the Sultan, you swipe since matches it to show the Sultan who Jafar truly is. He imprisons Jafar for his crimes, but at night Iago obtains the keys and free him. On the other hand, the Sultan thanked Aladdin for saving their kingdom and announced that Aladdin and the princess would marry a lot, and tells Genie that if he wants to stay with Jasmine, he must break his promise to turn you into a human and use his third wish to keep the Prince Ali ruse going. Because if I want to marry the princess, I'll have to act like the prince all the time in front of the Sultan, and I can't do it without you. But Genie said, "No, don't do it. How long will you hide behind the lies you are telling them?" Hurt, Genie retreats into his lamp. Later, while Aladdin is walking through the streets, a disguised Jafar steals the lamp from him and becomes the new master of Genie. While Aladdin was back to his house, he began to reflect on what the genie had told him, and he realized that the genie was correct. I should tell them the truth. Then he changed his decision and was thinking of telling the truth to everyone, but then he realized that he does not have the lamp. After becoming the new master of Genie, Jafar goes to the palace throne room. For his first wish, he uses Genie to become Sultan in front of everyone. He even gets the Sultan's loyal captain of the gods, Hakim, to turn on him as he is meant to serve the Sultan. Captain started to bow before Jafar and called him the Sultan. Jasmine then tried to persuade him that you should not serve a man who was always thinking about himself. Hakim became aware of the situation and refused to listen to Jafar. Jafar gets so angry at them and uses his second wish. Then he asks Genie to make him the most powerful sorcerer. Genie had to do it, so he made him the most powerful sorcerer. Then Jafar imprisoned all the gods. They arrived and attempted to steal the lamp but was unsuccessful. As a result, Jafar informed everyone that Aladdin is not a prince but rather a regular human being, and as a punishment he sent him to the ends of the earth. He then forces Jasmine to marry him or else he will kill her father and Dahlia. Jasmine reluctantly agrees but refuses to be diminished, as a result speechless. Aladdin wakes up in an area covered in ice and snow. He spots I'll be trapped in a crevice and goes to rescue him, and Genie sends Carpet to rescue them. The next day they returned to Agrabah where Jasmine is about to marry Jafar. When she saw Lot coming on his carpet, she was so happy to see him that she tricked Jafar and took the lamp from him. Then she jumped onto the carpet. Angry, Jafar uses his powers to transfer. I go into a monstrous bird to pursue them, and Lago steals Aladdin's lamp. However, Sultan pushes the magical stuff out of Jafar's hand, which in Lago transforms back into a normal parrot. Once again, RB takes the lamp from him. But then Jafar used his magic again and got them, and 11 said that no matter how powerful you become, you will never be more powerful than the genie. But greedy Jafar decides to use his third wish to become the most powerful as Genie. Genie grants him the wish and Jafar tries to use his new power to attack Shahbaz. Then Lord Aladdin tells him, since you are a genie now you have to stay in your lap, and now he can only come out of his lamp when he finds his owner. Foolish Jafar gets imprisoned inside the lamp. Genie then tosses the lamp all the way back to the Cave of Wonders. Acrobat gets freed from Jafar's magic, although Genie is prepared to return to the lamp after Aladdin's last wish. Aladdin surprises him by actually wishing for Genie's freedom. This transforms Genie into a human and allows him to use his powers for good. He hugs Aladdin and then offers to sail around the world with Dahlia, was later revealed to be his wife after he becomes the mariner Aladdin. And we start to leave the city, and the Sultan tells Jasmine that he thinks she is ready to rule, so he passes on the title to her so that she can be free to rule and marry who she wants. She runs into the city to catch Aladdin. Aladdin and Jasmine later marry while Genie and Dahlia by their sides. Thank you for watching.